Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a best class setup as well as a weapon guide for the Switchblade submachine gun here in Black Ops 4 after update 1.17. So that's the thing guys, as mentioned previously in other weapon guide videos that I made, and that is in Black Ops 4 update 1.17, every single submachine gun in the game did end up getting buffed. So with that in mind, that's how come what I want to go ahead and do in this video is a best class setup as well as a weapon guide for the Switchblade. Now that's the thing, recently you guys have been requesting for me to do a weapon guide on the Switchblade. However, previously I didn't really have too much experience with the weapon, so that's how come I have not done a best class setup or a weapon guide on the Switchblade yet. However, nonetheless, here we are of course doing a best class setup for the Switchblade. And if you guys are new to my channel and you don't know what I am going to be doing in this video, and as at the beginning of the video I am going to be discussing the Switchblade, then I am going to be moving over to a really awesome creative class that I have for the weapon. Then of course finally I am going to be talking about a couple things that you want to know about the weapon before you go ahead and use it. Then I am going to be moving over to a live commentary of me using the class setup live in Black Ops 4. Also guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it down below. Let's go ahead and see if we can break 10 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely amazing. And yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the video. Alright, so of course starting off, the Switchblade has always been a good weapon. However, it has been a little bit overshadowed by other DLC weapons in the game, and at least from my experience, not too many people use the Switchblade. However, with update 1.17, the Switchblade received a pretty hefty buff, and I would say that in the current state of Black Ops 4 is a top tier submachine gun alongside the Daemon, which also got a really significant buff with update 1.17. And if you guys would like to go ahead and check out a weapon guide that I made on the Daemon not too long ago, feel free to go ahead and do so. There will be a card on your screen right now. Alright, so discussing the Switchblade submachine gun, first of all, how you got your hands on this particular weapon was primarily if you made it up to tier 100 of Operation Grand Heist, you got the Switchblade, and that's how I got this particular weapon. However, if you never got the chance to unlock the Switchblade in Operation Grand Heist, you can still get your hands on this particular weapon, being that the Mark II variation of the Switchblade is in reserve drops. So that means even during Operation Spectre Rising, you can still get this weapon. However, you have to get it out of a reserve drop. Similar to other submachine guns, the Switchblade is very versatile. However, the most effective ranges for this particular weapon is close range. However, with that in mind, if you tap fire the weapon as well as you control your recoil, you can effectively take out enemies at medium to longer ranges. However, similar to other submachine guns in Black Ops 4, the damage really starts to drop off at those longer ranges, so that means it's going to be taking quite a few shots to take out enemies at extreme long range. Now, as mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, the Switchblade did end up getting buffed with update 1.17, so now what I am going to be doing is covering the buff to the Switchblade. So first of all, the 5-shot kill range got changed from 2.5 meters to 7.5 meters, which is absolutely insane, as well as the 6-shot kill range got changed from 16.5 meters to 19 meters, as well as the 7-shot kill range got changed from 19 meters to 25 meters, and the 8-shot kill range got changed from 24 meters to 32 meters. So simply put, overall it means that the Switchblade is going to be a lot more deadly at all ranges, especially close range, being that the 5-shot kill range got changed from 2.5 meters, which is point blank range, and it got changed to 7.5 meters. And I noticed that 5-shot kill range is extremely prevalent, especially since the Switchblade shoots extremely quickly. So that means now if you get into a really close range engagement, the Switchblade is going to be absolutely melting opponents. And if you really want to excel when using this particular weapon, try to stick to that 5-shot kill range as well as make sure to aim for the head. Alright guys, so of course now I am going to be moving over to the creative class portion of this video, and of course as you can see, the creative class is going to be on your screen right now. So of course starting off, we are going to be using the standard variation of the Switchblade X9, as well as for this particular screenshot, as you can see, I am going to be using the Soul Eater reactive camo. For our first attachment, we are going to be using quick draw, and that's just because you want to be able to get your iron sights up as quickly as you possibly can, especially since we are going to be using this particular weapon. For our second attachment, we are going to be using rapid fire, and that's just because if you put on rapid fire, you are going to be making this weapon a lot more consistent, as well as you are going to be raising the time to kill, which is extremely useful. So if you haven't already tried out rapid fire on the Switchblade, I would highly recommend that you do so. Moving over to our third attachment, we are going to be using stock, and that's just because stock is going to allow us to sidestep as well as maneuver a little bit easier when we are going to be using this weapon. And whenever I use the Switchblade, I always like to play very aggressively, so that's how come stock is a very good attachment to have on the Switchblade. Moving over to our final attachment, we are going to be using hybrid mags, and that's just because, at least from my experience, I tend to run out of ammunition extremely quickly with this weapon. So that's how come we are going to be using hybrid mags, just so that way we are going to be reloading quicker, as well as we have a little bit more ammunition. For our piece of gear, we are going to be using stim shot, as well as for our perk setup, our first perk is going to be scavenger and our second perk is going to be ghost. Now the reason why I have scavenger is because of course you do not want to run out of ammunition, and then of course we are going to be using ghost just so that way we can stay off the radar if the enemy team does end up calling in the UAV. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for the creative class portion of this video. Now I am going to be talking about a couple things that you want to know about this particular weapon before we go ahead and use it. So first of all, as mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, if you want to excel when using this particular weapon, try to stick to close range engagements. That's where this weapon excels. As well as make sure to aim for the head, and interestingly enough, the hipfire spread on this weapon is pretty decent. So if you do get into a really close range engagement and you have to hip fire, you can do it quite effectively with this weapon. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for the weapon guide portion of this video. So now I am going to be moving over to a live commentary of me using this class setup in Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, enjoy the live commentary. Alright guys, so of course hello everyone and welcome to the live commentary portion of this video. And of course, as you can see, this is the creative class that we are going to be using. And if you guys are wondering, I am going to be using the brand new Nebula reactive camo that was originally for the ICR-7, which I'm not gonna lie, this is a really awesome reactive camo in the game. And if you haven't already seen it, this is of course what it looks like at the start of the game. Then once you get 3 kills, 6 kills, as well as of course 9 kills. And one thing that's really neat, and that's once you get 6 kills, it does look a little bit like Dark Matter camo from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And if you guys would like to, feel free to comment down below, did you buy this particular camo? So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, I will see you when I join up into my first game. Alright guys, so of course as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our first game, and this time we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on our firing range. And that's the thing, as you can see, I decided to go ahead and switch it up a little bit and actually use the character crash for this particular game. However, nonetheless, let's go ahead and see exactly how well we can do. And if you guys haven't already seen it, this is of course the brand new Nebula reactive camo, which as I mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, I think it's really cool, especially since it is a very intricate as well as it's a very detailed reactive camo. Wait a second. Alright, there we go. That's of course going to be our first kill, as well as their second one. Okay, not gonna lie, we're having a pretty decent start to this particular game. Alright, there we go. That's another kill. We do have a UAV, so that means I am going to be calling it in very shortly. However, I'm going to wait until the enemy's counter UAV goes away. So let's go ahead and call him in now. Alright, there we go. That's another kill. And of course, as you can see, this is the stage of the camo once you get 6 kills. Alright, now it looks like they're all going to be over there. Wait a second. Alright, there we go. That's of course going to be the sniper's nest, as well as I took out that hawk. And alright, so we unfortunately died. However, it's not too big of a deal. And wait a second. Alright, there's another kill. Let's go ahead and heal up. And alright, looks like they're all going to be over there. And there's another kill. And that's the thing, unfortunately the enemy team did end up destroying my sniper's nest. However, it's not too big of a deal. I am happy that of course it was able to get a couple of kills. Let's go ahead and pick this up as a secondary weapon, just so that way we can be a little bit more effective at those longer ranges as well. So alright, there's another kill. Unfortunately, of course, he did end up taking out my teammate. Currently going 15-1, which is really awesome in my opinion. There's another kill, as well as another one. Okay, let's go ahead and throw up our own counter UAV. Alright, let's go ahead and throw up this UAV, as well as wait a second. Looks like there's a person over there that has a war machine. So I want to take him out, so that's how come I picked up this Titan. Let's go ahead and give my teammate some health. And we're currently closing in on our streaks again. And alright, looks like there are going to be some more people over here. And alright, that was an assist as well. Just wait a second. Looks like there's another person over here. And we took him out. Alright guys, so of course that's going to be the game, and I'm going 30-4. Really awesome game in my opinion. Alright guys, so of course that's where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you guys will not miss new upload from me. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.